I like to always play the game, who in the world is Blake Lively talking about? So my first guess, August 12th, 2024, a female cast member texted Miss Lively concerned about online commentary and asked what could be done to stop all the negative comments. I think that's her sister, Robyn Lively. On August 12th, 2024, a female cast member texted Miss Lively concerned about online commentary and asked what could be done to stop all the negative comments. I think that's her sister. This was one of the posts that her sister eventually made. Said, I urge everyone to read the New York Times article in its entirety. Obviously, this is already in December, but just the feel of it, right? It calls out those behind the ruthless and nefarious smear campaign that aimed to take down my sister. It also highlights the truth about and what really happened, what she actually endured during the filming of It Ends With Us. We live in an age where we have access to people's personal lives like never before, especially actors. It makes us feel like we know them. We see them on social media, watch clips of them, and make snap decisions about their character. The only reason I can comment on this is because I'm guilty of it too. We all are. The truth is, we don't know them. But I do know my sister. She is one of the kindest, most honest, and loving humans I know. Blake isn't a villain. She's a mama bear to her core, a loving and supportive wife, a sister, a friend, and someone who worked her butt off on a film in abominable working conditions. You can certainly disagree with the marketing campaign if you want. Mistakes were made, but she isn't the creative behind these decisions and shouldn't shoulder the sole responsibility for them. Well, ma'am, she didn't even take any responsibility, let alone the sole one. So, uh, the truth in the tabloids is hardly ever what you think, but honesty prevails. That's right, honesty will prevail. Today is a good day. My gratitude is boundless for your kindness here and consideration for my sister. I'm so proud of her, proud that she has handled herself with such grace and didn't cave. We know she didn't cave. She was trying to cave people in. That she didn't allow herself to be silenced in the face of adversity and lies. Oh, gosh. I hope this gives others the strength to do the same. I'm gagging. This was her on closer to the date that I believe it was her that messaged Blake, right? This is August 8th. She said, what an honor to be able to support my sister with our family in the greatest performance of her career. It's not an easy watch, but man, is it an important one. She brings such levity and grace to this heartbreaking performance and also leaves you feeling empowered and hopeful. I literally watched her pour her heart and soul into this film, surviving on little to no sleep. You cannot fathom the work she put into this in front of and behind the camera. Her DNA is sprinkled throughout like magical fairy dust. I honestly don't know how she does it all. I'm bursting with pride. Take your tissues and get ready to fall in love with love and the unicorn that is my sister. Also, you know, how did she go from this, like, you don't know how the hard work of my sister did, to talking about abominable working conditions? I mean, it sounds like your sister was so involved in the making of it. And yet she was working in abominable working conditions. How convenient for that rewrite. On August 13, 2024, another female cast member sent Miss Lively an article reporting that Justin Baldoni has hired veteran PR crisis manager Melissa Nathan amid the release of It Ends With Us. Miss Lively's response was, yeah, the truth always comes out, as painful as it is to wait. On August 14, 2024, the same cast member texted Miss Lively to ask about her well-being and to express her concern and respect for Miss Lively. Later, that cast member expressed regret at what Miss Lively was going through. I was thinking that maybe this was Isabela Ferrer, but a part of me is like, why would Isabela Ferrer care if Melissa Nathan was hired? This feels like somebody who may have been in the industry longer. I just don't think it's Jenny Slate. Because whoever it is was not feeling the backlash against herself yet. And the reality is nobody was mad at Isabela, and because we just thought she was getting like talked over by Blake Lively and that she looked uncomfortable in her interviews with her. But then eventually we realized she was just a mini-me of Blake Lively. But this is the post that she made on August 13. I think it was August 13, that gives you the impression that she really was not, in a place where she was feeling the hit, because she wasn't. So this is August 13, 2024, and this was her caption. It's been a week since the New York premiere for It Ends With Us movie. For this to be my first movie is still unbelievable to me, and I feel so much gratitude. Being given the opportunity to play a role like young Lily was a large undertaking and privilege, especially because it's Colleen Hoover's incredible character. To be responsible for portraying and channeling situations that are sensitive to many is something that I will never take for granted as an actor. Young Lily witnesses the beginning of the cycle of domestic abuse. To have to witness domestic violence, to stand up against forms of hatred, especially when it comes from ignorance or lack of education, all the while lifting herself and someone else out of the depths of darkness, is inspirational. She grew up hard and quickly, but kept her spirit with her. It has been an honor to step into those shoes. I hope anyone who feels like they may resonate with her knows that there is always someone you can reach out to, and that they may need you just as much as you need them. To all the people that have reached out with heartfelt messages after seeing the movie, I give you the biggest thanks. I try to read all of them. The stories that have been shared and the love given from friends, family, and strangers is something I will hold close to me for the rest of my life. I hope that this movie resonates and grows with people. I hope it creates conversation. I hope it opens people's eyes to having agency over their actions and to stepping into strength and resilience. We must be proactive in whatever way we can to help bring awareness, understanding, and change towards domestic violence and abuse. Thank you to the women in my life who have been my biggest examples of strength and who look up to me always. Who I look up to always. Last photo has resources if anyone is ever in need. XX, which is kind of funny that she says XX because that makes me think of Blake Lively. Then it says on August 15, 2024, another female cast member wrote to Miss Lively about the online bullying that cast member also was receiving as a result of being associated with Miss Lively, and asking Miss Lively who to ask for help to have it stop because it was becoming difficult to cope with the onslaught. The next day, Miss Lively commented in a text message to the cast member that it's BS about all of us. We know who we are. It's why it hurts so much, because we feel, and we're not evil sociopaths, to which the cast member responded in agreement. You know, the obvious answer would be Jenny Slate, but I don't think it's Jenny Slate. I think this is Colleen Hoover. Because she did a cameo. And I think she could loosely call her a female cast member because she did a cameo. And the reason is we read the August 15th message to Justin Baldoni. We read those text messages. That was someone who was getting like backlash heavy. And the reality is, yeah, maybe there was here and there for Jenny Slate and maybe even Isabela Ferrer, maybe. But the reality is the ones that were taking the knocks were Colleen Hoover and Blake Lively. And so even though she called her another female cast member, I'm going to hedge my bet, like to bet my I don't know if I should be betting more money than I already have, but I'm saying this is Colleen Hoover.